I can see it in your eyes. You want my Azurine too. Well, you can't have it. It's mine. All mine. Ah!
Let go! You're hurting me!
The fate of all who come between me and my Azurine. Die! Die! Die!
Help!
No.
What are you doing, you fool? Put the Series 4 Gamma Phase Ion Blaster down. If you try to shoot, you'll just kill me and this useless girl. Look at you. You're nearly dead already. Is this really what you want your last act on this earth to be? Don't be a fool.
Now that you mention it, I can think of one better.
What? No! What do you think you're doing? No! No! I won't let you! No!
I don't believe it. Gav tried to shoot the Azurine and Knightston jumped in the way. Why would anybody do that?
The Azurine must be saved.
Blast. Cursed fool. Made me miss. Well, I have enough in me for one more shot, I think. Hey, my blaster. Give it back.
You insane idiot! Haven't you heard a word I've been saying? The Azurine is energy reactive. You nearly blew us all to pieces. And Eberly Knightston just saved us all.
Right this way, Doctor. I hid it here. Wait. Oh. Well, that's odd.
Odd? Why odd? This is not an ideal time for odd.
Well, the Azurine. It appears to be gone. I left it right here, but it's like it vanished without a trace. Even weirder, though. Feel that. Is it me, or is this spot slightly gooier than it ought to be?
Yes it is, and that Sims is very bad indeed.
You're telling me? So much for our honeymoon at Flonara. Bess is going to be so disappointed.
Not even remotely what I meant, but no worries. I'm sure she can learn to live with the disappointment. Now, Sims, I need you to do something for me. I need you to get out of this city as fast as you can, and take as many people as you can convince with you. Things are about to get a bit messy around here.
What about Bess? If there's trouble, I ought to warn her.
You let me worry about Bess. You let me worry about everything. I've got it all under control.
You do? I don't know, Doctor. It's pretty dangerous out there. I think Bess might need me. On second thought, I'm sure you've got this handled. Give Bess all my love, will you?
Next thing on my to-do list, I swear. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day.
Come on, Gav, I know you're hurt, but we're almost there. Keep moving.
What's the point? You should have left me to die.
I will not countenance that kind of talk.
Don't you get it? I'm not worth saving. None of us are. We deserve the doom Azurine has brought out upon our heads.
That's your own Azurine poisoning talking. And believe me, I can relate. But whatever tricks our minds are playing on us, we do not give up hope. Not ever. The Doctor and I are going to save every life we can, whether you like it or not.
Where are we?
I've brought us to the spa. It's the perfect place for us to wait until things calm down and we can get to safety. Who knows? Maybe Noelle can show me how to work one of those healing massage chairs and you can... Oh my. What happened here? Where's Noelle? I don't understand. It looks like a tornado came through. But when I left, everything was perfectly fine.
Bess, there are riots in the streets. What did you expect?
Oh, I don't know. A bit of good luck for once.
Hello? Hello? Bess, are you there? I'm tapping into every video feed at once, so if you're near a screen, you should be seeing this. Wherever you are, I've got a bit of an update for you.
Doctor!
Bess, are you at the spa? Lucky you, I could really go for a bit of a lie down about now. Seen better days, looks like. But never mind that now. Just wanted to let you know that things have taken a bit of a turn. So about the Azurine.
No need to worry about that. The situation has resolved itself. Gav and Knightston took each other out, and I managed to keep the Azurine. And by extension, the entire city from blowing up.
Oh, Beth, excellent work. I knew you could do it. Wonderful news that the city isn't going to blow up. Slight correction, and I don't want you to get too worked up about this, but it turns out the unstable Azurine has reincorporated with the city's infrastructure, and now the city is breaking down. Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but it's melting. The entire city is melting.
I see.
So again, great work. Couldn't be more pleased with your performance, but run! Oh, almost forgot. Sims wanted me to send you his love. Do with that what you will. Bye again.
I never thought I'd miss the 16th century. Alright, Gav, looks like we need to evacuate. Gav? Gav? Oh, great.
You know, Bess, you really should pay attention to where you lay down your dangerous firearms, though. Just about anybody could pick them up while you're not looking.
Gav, put the series for Gamma... Oh, whatever, just put the gun down.
No, I'm done. I just want all of this to be over. Now go! Leave me here.
I will do no such thing.
Yes, you will. Because if you don't, I'll shoot you right here and now.
Don't be absurd. You're not going to shoot me.
Are you sure about that, Bess? After all, you said it yourself. The Azurine has infected my mind. I'm clearly dangerously unstable.
This isn't over, Gav. I'm coming back here with help, and we'll drag you out of here kicking and screaming if we have to.
Of course you are, Bess. Of course you are. See you soon.
Oh, wonderful. Right in the thick of it.
The Lady Bess. Did your paramour Sim send you to us? Rest assured, no harm shall...
No, wait just a minute. Sims is not my... Oh, never mind. What is all this? What are you doing?
Nothing less than what you guided us to do. Defending our home at all costs against outsiders.
This isn't what I meant at all. You were supposed to unite to overthrow your corrupt oppressors, not beat each other bloody like a bunch of... Oh, what did Doctor call them? Oh yes, football hooligans.
Would that these ruffians had the capacity for reasonable discourse. But I'm rather afraid that the only thing they respond to is violence.
Violence only leads to more violence. This won't solve anything. Oh, let me talk some sense into you people. Enough! Stop this! All of you stop this foolish fighting! Don't you all realise how pointless this is? The city is falling apart as we speak and you are on the verge of killing each other to rule over ashes! Knightstown is a lost cause! You need to leave! I can get us all to safety, but you need to follow my instructions very clearly and trust me implicitly! Hey! Hey! Pay attention, this is important! Oh, why won't you stubborn fools listen to me?
I can appreciate your attempted diplomacy, Lady Bess, but as I've said, there's simply no talking to these ne'er-do-wells.
I was speaking to you and your people as well, you know.
Us? Why, whatever for? Gadzooks! Bess, look!
Is that? Oh my goodness. It can't be. That's not possible.
But it is. It's...
Calendar St. Vienne.
People of Knightstown, knock it off already! You must stop all this silly violence! Don't you get how pointless it is? The city is about to go bye-bye, and you're still beating each other up to see who gets to be king of the trash heap. Your only chance is to come with me. So let's go already. Follow me. I definitely know the way out.
What? But she just said exactly what I said, and not nearly as well, by the way. Oh, fine. Whatever. Wait for me.
Fascinating. Fascinating. You know, now that it's rapidly deteriorating, I have to admit this city was more lovely than I gave it credit for. Shame it's about to be a puddle of goo. Well, not necessarily the way I planned it, but I suppose it all worked out for the best. When all is said and done, Nightston's real Azurine stash will be buried so deep under a pile of transubstantially disincorporated tauramite that no one will be able to get at it for hundreds of years. Plenty of time for mankind to catch up and hone the refinement process. So why do I have the strangest feeling that I've forgotten something?
Doctor, you're here. You remembered me. I am Idaho, of course. It is good to see you again.
Oh no.
I have been reactivated for 2 minutes, 38 seconds, and 55 milliseconds, and it feels incredible. Oh, I have feelings now. How interesting.
I forgot. How could I forget? Oh, stupid, stupid doctor.
I am detecting raised stress levels, Doctor. Is my new identity not pleasing? There may be an adjustment period.
Oh, Idaho, I am so very sorry. I didn't realize. I think I've made a terrible mistake.
Please explain.
I helped reboot your system, gave you a new lease on life, but it wasn't entirely altruistic of me. You were part of a backup plan. An extra weapon if I needed it. See, if Nightston had... No, never mind. It doesn't matter now. Stupid! Pointless! And now your new life is almost over.
You speak of the structural degeneration of the city. Yes.
Maybe there's something I can do. Maybe I can save you.
That is a statistical impossibility. The rate at which it would take to download my CPU into a portable unit capable of containing my full capacity exceeds the remaining amount of time Nightstown has before final disincorporation.
I'm so sorry. Truly.
Yes, Doctor. I believe that you are. But I am not human. I do not process time as humans do. My projected lifespan will be 9 minutes, 43 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. But that time will have been entirely my life. I owe all of it to you, and I am grateful. You must leave, Doctor. This section of the city will be subsumed momentarily. Do not be sad, Doctor. It was a good life. And I do believe there is time enough for me to perform one single act of kindness. It will be a good legacy. That and your memories. Please do not forget me.
Me? Never.
Farewell, Doctor.
And thus ends the legend of Nightstown. Once a beautiful shining city, now a disgusting clump of detritus.
Has anyone ever told you, my dear Bess, that you have the soul of a poet?
Doctor!
Hello, hello. It looks like the pageant is wrapped up nice and tight. Shall we be taking our leave then?
They wouldn't listen to me, you know, the loppers and the workers. I tried to get them to stop fighting to lead them to safety, and they just ignored me. But then, they listened to a hologram from one of those stupid movies. She isn't even real.
Don't feel too bad, Bess. Not everyone is born to lead.
Yes, well, I do hope Noelle got out of there safely. I looked for her in the crowd and never saw her. She was already gone from the spa when... Gav! Oh no, in all the confusion I completely forgot about Gav. What have I done, Doctor? And he's nowhere to be seen again. Of course he is.
Hello, Darrow. Enjoying the spectacle of it all, are we?
Yeah, Doctor. How is it you always manage to be exactly where you shouldn't be?
What can I say? Practice makes perfect. So looks like Nightstown might be in need of a bit of urban renewal.
Not my problem. The ridiculous and ridiculously cost-ineffective dream of Nightstown died with Eberly Nightston. You know, I think I might actually miss that old bird. He was crazier than a raccoon in a crock pot, but his checks always cleared.
Quite the eulogy. So, what will you do now? A woman of your talents and low moral character, I bet the world is your oyster.
First things first, I'm thinking I might take a nice long vacation. Might as well celebrate my buyout before moving on to the next big thing.
Buyout? What buyout?
Doctor, there you are. I'm afraid I've done something awful.
1 minute, Bess. Darrow, what buyout?
Oh, I'm sure you'll learn all about it soon enough. Too bad for you, we never got around to finalizing that deal of yours. You could have walked away from this mess a very wealthy man.
Deal? What deal? Doctor, what is she talking about?
I'll explain later. Now, Darrow, Hey, now where did she get off to? It's like she just vanished into thin air. Is that what it's like when I do that? Oh, everybody was right. That is annoying. So, you were saying something awful, yes?
Doctor, are you ready to go? The celebration's going to start any minute now.
Ah, Bess, this is agony. I'm very tolerant as Time Lords go, but I've had my fill of this place. It's well-meaning yet hapless people, their trademark-flouting off-brand chumblies, and that smell. Must we stay for this?
Yes, we must. We always leave just after you save the world and get bored with things. For once, I want to at least see the fruits of our labours. I want to see how the people of Loudon's Gap celebrate their newfound freedom from the curse of Azurine and the tyranny of Knightston Industries. And I want to find Gav. Make sure he got out all right. I feel so bad about leaving him.
Very well, if you insist. Now, why don't you go and get us some good seats? I'll catch up in a moment. Promise.
Don't be late, Doctor.
So then, now that we're alone... You know, if you wanted to talk, Miss Octet, you didn't need to go to the trouble of...
Oh, but Doctor, it's so much more fun this way.
What is it you want?
Well, I didn't want you to leave without saying goodbye and thanking you. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Oh, you're giving me too much credit, I think. After all, you were the one who leaked details of Knightston Industries' shady practices to the general public, and then offered Darrow pennies on the pound for ownership of the company. Considering the legal fallout they were facing, I bet she couldn't wait to get rid of that albatross. But even with the devaluation, I can't imagine you had enough to...
Oh, well, that's the best part. I had an assist from our mutual friend Noelle. You see, she had a visit from a certain Holovid star who enlisted her aid in transferring a modest sum from the corporate account.
You paid Darrow with Knightston's own money?
Beaten by their own game. Oh, come on, Doctor. I can practically hear you pouting. Don't be like that. Look, we both know I'm going to be a way better all-powerful overlord than Eberly Crazy Pants Knightston. I've already raised our buying price for Tormite by 7%, and for her part in helping me get where I am today, Noelle is sitting in the lap of luxury, and her husband will spend the rest of his life in the most luxurious deep coma ward you've ever seen.
On the contrary, I'm not pouting at all. In fact, I'm really rather impressed. You know, when I figured out your game with the holograms, I have to say I was almost proud. I mean, I was still planning to stop you, of course, but then you surprised me. The one thing that stopped me from crushing your plot was that for all your talk of being ruthless and not caring, you actually sent your little hologram to lure the Lopers and the workers out of the melting city. Maybe you have a heart, after all.
Legal coverage, nothing more. Wouldn't be very smart of me to go to all this trouble and then have to pay out a bunch of civil suits, now would it?
Spin it however you like. It was a good deed, and it earned you this chance. Be a benevolent overlord. Treat these people right and don't get too greedy. Because I will be watching you, Mendina Octet, and what you worked so hard to build exists only as long as I let you have it. I trust we understand one another, yes?
Well, I guess we'll just have to see what happens then, won't we?
Yes, we'll do lunch sometime.
I'll have to remember to pencil you in. Bye now.
Yes, well, that was fast.
We can go now, Doctor.
Did something...
I don't wish to talk about it.
I see. Well, in that case...
How can they be so... infuriating? Do you know what they actually did? After everything, they actually appointed that fool Aldous to replace Urgold as the company foreman. No consequences, no actual remorse for the people that got hurt thanks to his fake death and stupid little class war. Just a little song and dance about he's renounced his name and it's going back to being Morris. Like that absolves him. And do you know what happened next? He died! Poisoned by a sandwich. Wispy's revenge for his betrayal, no doubt. But nobody even cares, because before the body is cold, they've already announced a new foreman, and it's Sims. Sims! That's handsy, disrespectful creep who used his acceptance speech to announce our engagement. Oh, do you think this is funny, Doctor? Do you think our small, petty human lives are such a source of comedy? Oh, how hilarious of you must be from your throne in the great white cosmos. Well, pity me, Doctor. I've been down here with all the other poor, pathetic earthlings for almost my entire life, and maybe I allowed myself to think that in several centuries worth of time we'd become better, kinder. But we never do we? Do we? Maybe I was already crazy before the Azurine got me.
Best calm down. The Azurine we had wasn't the real stuff. It couldn't possibly have driven you crazy.
I know what I felt, Doctor.
Oh, I don't doubt you felt something. Maybe it was residual fumes from the worksite, or maybe it's as simple as you letting all those stories from Sims get inside your head. The mind can play tricks if you let it. All I can say for sure is that there's no way that fake Azurine could have had any effect on your mental state.
Unbelievable! Why couldn't you just tell me that in the first place? Why does everything have to be a secret with you? Do you really think so little of us mere humans? I mean, do you even care that Fentwood is dead? Gav is almost certainly dead, and Dean will probably never wake up again. Does the human cost of your little escapades ever give you pause at all?
Of course it does. Every single time. And just so you know, it isn't just the human cost. Sometimes... Look, Bess, I finally finished that fairy tale that Knightston read, where the name Azurine comes from in the first place.
A fairy tale? I'd hardly call this...
Bess, please, just let me finish. So the story of Azurine. Turns out there were 2 different endings depending on when and where the story was published. In one version, the man who put the stone in the ground and built the city of Azurine and invited all the friends he made in life to stay in that brilliant blue paradise. They say that when the time came for his friends to leave, the man gifted them with a single piece of Azurine taken from his city. And those friends went and buried their stones and grew cities of their own. And so the process repeated, on and on, until all the world was Azurine, and all the world was a paradise. I like that bit, you know. A cycle of creation instead of destruction. Nice ending. Still a fairy tale. But then there's this other ending. In this version, the man had a son. And instead of gifting pieces of Azurine to his friends, whenever they leave the city, they steal a bit of it for themselves. Until the man has nothing left but one single piece. One piece of Azurine and his son. Now part of the man wants to gift the stone to his son, so he can set out on his own adventure and forge his own legacy. But the other part of him wants to hang on to this last piece of his history, the only trace he has left of his life's journey. It doesn't end well, because you see, eventually the son learns about the Azurine and his inheritance, and he confronts his father, demands it. They come to blows, and the son kills the father. He kills the father, takes the Azurine, and realizes, to his shock and eternal shame, that at the end of the day it was nothing more than a simple rock. A bit bluer than most, but just another rock. I read about those 2 endings, and the question I can't get out of my mind is, which one did Eberly Knightston read?
Doctor, are you all right?
Me? Sure, of course. Couldn't be better. Forgive an old man his digressions. I was just thinking of the human cost and the not-so-human costs.
Where am I? What happened? What is this baleful doing here?
Hello, Gav. This is a pre-recorded message. My name was Integrated Digital Assistance and Holistic Operations. I existed for 3 years, 7 months, 3 weeks, 4 days, and 22 minutes precisely. But in that time, I only lived for 9 minutes, 43 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. A friend gave me life, a short life, but enough time to do one good deed. I chose to save you, Gav. To program this baffle to escort you away from Knightstown and save your life.
But why me?
I'm sorry, I cannot respond to that. This is a pre-recorded message, as is this. You have been gifted a second life, Gav. Your system has been cleared of all traces of Azurine poisoning, and you are free to do whatever you choose. It is my dearest hope that you choose wisely.
I can feel it. My head feels clear. I feel free. Free to choose a new path. But what should that path be? Well, I'm not going back to Loden's Gap, that's for sure. A lost cause is a lost cause. But now that I think about it, maybe Knightston was right about me. Maybe I do need to think bigger. Davittsville, Rambeth, Stragossa Valley and the rest. All gone now thanks to the effects of Azurine. Someone needs to remember the damage. Someone needs to start to repair it. And when that next meteor lands, however long it takes, someone needs to make sure the world is ready. Can't think of a better way to spend my new lease on life.
Baffle keyword recommendation subroutine activated. Due to your interest in Azurine, you might also enjoy Blockbuster Holovid Entertainment in the Grand Tradition, a magnificent new retelling of the classic fairy tale with a modern twist.
What is this beautiful blue stone? Why, it's the prettiest thing I ever did see.
Kalandara St. Bien is the girl with Azurine eyes, produced by Octet Holographic Films, a subdivision of Knightstown Global Unlimited. Order now.
I think not.